This is Transformation and Regeneration by Jason F. McLennan. Humanity's grand design assignment. Five big things to save life as we know it. Number 4, terraform the planet. Invite life back. Saving all that's left is certainly imperative, but not in itself sufficient to fully regenerate life on Earth, as humans have impacted an estimated 3/4 of Earth's land surface. We need to invite life back into the spaces where we've erased it. We need to terraform Earth and serve as active healers of that which we've affected. While the term terraform has generally been applied to actions we might take on other planets in order to make them conducive to the life abundant on Earth, it is increasingly applicable to our own planet that has quickly become hostile to and devoid of life, its natural places merely used for domesticated animals and monoculture farming. Inviting life back is done in a variety of ways, many of which are included in Project Drawdown, the movement that grew from Paul Hawkins' 2017 anthology of the top 100 ways to draw carbon emissions down to zero in order to save the planet. Included among these means is conservation agriculture, in which no-till approach to food production slows the release of carbon into the atmosphere, stems the erosion of soil, and results in less evaporation of water, staving off desertification, all paired with crop rotations which replete nutrients in soils to in turn support more robust food production. Regenerative annual cropping is another initiative highlighted in Drawdown that builds on conservation agriculture. Regenerative annual cropping actively builds topsoil by adding organic matter such as compost and mulch back onto agricultural lands. By increasing the quantity and quality of soil, so too is increased the soil's ability to sequester carbon. Regreening projects, particularly in urban areas, are another way in which we invite life back into the places we impact and inhabit. In addition to a myriad of aesthetic, mental health, and well-being benefits, a healthy urban tree population regulates temperatures, provides shade, filters air, and sequesters carbon. Nearly any plant life that can be introduced to an urban environment will have similar impacts. Green roofs, living walls, and bioswales all make visible the service plants provide human communities and contribute to the overall health of their places. These ecosystem services are essential and make regreening urban areas an important part of inviting life back. The Trillion Trees Project is a collaborative initiative by 3 environmental NGO powerhouses: BirdLife International, World Wildlife Fund, and Wildlife Conservation Society, founded on the vision of a world in which tree canopy is expanding, not shrinking. By focusing in 3 areas, ending deforestation, improving protections, and advancing restoration work, this project aims to regrow, save, and protect over 1 trillion trees by 2050. There were once 6 trillion trees on the planet. Now there are only 3, and we're still losing 10 billion trees a year. That leads to changing climate, a shrinking habitat for wildlife, and harder lives for billions of people. The scale of the problem calls for radical action. Each and every one of us needs to plant dozens of trees each year. But that's not enough, and it's not only forests that need restoration. Wetlands, peatlands, grasslands, and marine habitats like coral reefs and mangroves have all suffered extreme degradation, but could be rewilded with human stewardship. While the need is great and covers every ecosystem and region of this earth, we can create a global community of stewards by finding ways to lend our time, resources, and talents to the restoration of degraded wild places where we live. We must further educate ourselves on the role and restoration benefits of keystone species and support conservation efforts that reintroduce these species to right imbalances in food chains with positive implications throughout the ecosystems. We must learn the plant guilds of our ecoregions and work to restore them, thereby accelerating the regeneration of life in our wild places. And we can insist on laws and elect officials that reflect the urgent need we face as a global community where the health of our Earth is concerned.